Okay guys, today we are going to be taking a look at an altcoin that has surged by over 17% today. This is a fantastic new DeFi project that has so much potential. As we get into this video guys, if you do find it useful and informative, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, tap on all notifications, and you won't miss another update like this one. Right, with this said, done, and out of the way, let's jump on down to the desktop and start taking a look at what's been going on with this altcoin and why this has surged over 17% today. Okay guys, so we are talking about Singularity DAO, and Singularity DAO is one of the children, I guess, of Singularity Net, and this is all about artificial intelligence and the DeFi space. We've spoken about Singularity DAO before, and this is something that Chris also called out as one of those projects to watch for the month of August. This is a fantastic project, guys, and do check out the channel for some of the previous videos that we've done on Singularity DAO so you understand what's going on in a little bit more detail. We actually caught up with the CEO, Marcelo, over at Singularity DAO, and there's a lot of insight there, so do check that video out and hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about what this project is about. But today, the reason that we want to kind of talk about this project is that Singularity DAO beta launched successfully today. So today is, of course, August the 4th, and Singularity DAO beta has been live for about 48 hours or so. The total locked value is about 8 million USD, and the total SDAO locked is 4.1 million SDAO. And this is approximately 34% of the circulating supply. So not bad at all. The 2nd of August launched a massive success, or was a massive success. And I think ultimately it's going to be fantastic to see more and more people participate going forward. The beta launch is a result of an amazing collaboration between all the community members, beta testers, and of course those core developers. The months of suggestions and ideas from the wider community has basically been pulled together and with the reports of issues from our testers, and have been unbelievable amount of hard work from tireless devs and the dev team. Ultimately, everything's pulled together and everything is now up and running and it's looking pretty good. I think they are just a couple of days away from Epoch 0. And I think it's going to be great to see as many people join in as possible when we really kick things off here with Singularity DAO. Now, it's obviously important that we acknowledge what's going on. We'll also walk through the platform here in a moment, and this beta platform. But obviously, as I said, there's $8 million a total value of tokens in LP pools and plus staking. There's about 700 or so participants already. Staking is about 29% of SDAO's circulating supply has been staked. I think the number of stakers is well over 600 now and growing. The SDAO is about 3.5 million that's been staked, so it's pretty good. It's going well. Liquidity pools, I think it's like about 5.8 of SDAO circulating supply has been added into liquidity, or as liquidity, and SDAO to ETH, I think is about 610 SDAO, 360 ETH, about $1.8 million worth of ETH SDAO pair. SDAO to USD, or USDT, I should say, is about 107,000 USDT, 68,000 SDAO. Total dollar value is approximately 210,000. And we have the AGIX to the ETH pair. I think there's about 4.8 million AGIX, which is about 398 ETH. $2 million plus of that as a pair, which is fantastic. AGIX to USDT, about 790,000 AGIX, approximately $418,000. And there are, plenty of pools to also kind of get into, right? So I think there's the SDAO to ETH. I think there's 160 providers there. SDAO to USDT, 12 providers. AGIX to ETH, 410 providers. AGIX to USDT, 4 providers. And as I said before, 600 people participating in staking as well. And I think, there's going to be some interesting APYs as well, I think, in terms of staking SDAO. So lots to kind of look forward to. But I really wanted to kind of run you through the platform here now that it is up, right? So we obviously have Singularity DAO. This actually comes in at app.singularityDAO.ai. So you have your main navigation bar down here on the left-hand side, where you can obviously have a bit of a walkthrough of how it all works, the swap functionalities, provide liquidity, yield farming, staking, and then the dynasets, which will be coming really, really soon. And this is something that I'm super excited for. And being able to invest in these dynasets, I think is going to be fantastic. Now, you obviously can connect your wallet. I think this is using Wallet Connect as the main option there. You can become a liquidity provider. You can earn SDAO with farming, etc. And it kind of gives you a bit of a walkthrough on what to do and all that kind of stuff and how it all works with an FAQ at the bottom there. Now, I'm not going to go through it all in detail on this video, but it is definitely worth checking out everything about this particular project, because on the back of this fantastic platform that's just launched, and of course those up and coming dynasets, I think this particular altcoin is going to just go from strength to strength to strength. This is something that I've been super excited for, this release, for a very long time. I think ultimately anything artificial intelligence is great, but then we start mixing in DeFi with this project has a lot of potential. And I think those dynasets are going to really help retail investors get a competitive edge against all those institutions now finally entering this space. So definitely one to watch out for. So again, we can just come over to the swap functionality, a lot like you have with many of these decentralized exchanges, those DEXs. You can choose what you would like to swap and how to do it. Obviously, this connects to your wallet and you're kind of good to go. And you can obviously just pay the liquidity provider their fee. So again, nothing too new or unusual about this. This is pretty much exactly as you would expect it to be, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, you go into the provide liquidity. You can go ahead and choose which liquidity pair you want to actually provide the liquidity for, be that SDAO to ETH, AGIX to ETH, SDAO to USDT, or AGIX to USDT. Okay, so you get the ability to kind of add whichever one you want there. You'll earn LP tokens, and again, that's a fantastic way. So, you earn the fees, right, that are constantly being generated by people who are basically switching between the pairs. We go into the yield farming. This is where you get those LP tokens. Okay, and again, you'll be able to basically deposit your pair, your LP, and you'll be able to farm it, and you'll be able to harvest more SDAO, etc. Right? So this is another fantastic thing here in terms of yield farming. And again, nothing too unusual about this. Is pretty much the same kind of concepts that you've seen before, whether that is on the Harmony network or the Binance Smart Chain with PancakeSwap or Uniswap or 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗚 or ViperSwap, 𝗕𝗘𝗪swap, whatever, right? They pretty much run the same way, all these decentralized protocols. So again, what you end up with here is SDAO and Singularity DAO being able to yield farm more SDAO. So this is again going to earn you some significant percentages. So you're going to be able to see some pretty good APYs, I think, in the coming kind of weeks and months. You'll be able to basically stack up a pretty good position on SDAO. And I think that's going to be absolutely critical. We can come into the staking button here. And again, you'll be able to stake your SDAO. I think this is something that everybody should be doing. Staking, no matter what it is, cryptocurrency. I mean, we obviously run pools for Harmony and for Cardano because we just think that staking is a great way to make your cryptocurrency work for you and to obviously earn more of your cryptocurrency. So in the case of Cardano, you're earning more ADA. In the case of SDAO, you're earning more SDAO. So again, do recommend everyone kind of gets on board with the staking. Because I think this is ultimately the good way to earn a good APY for your stake, and obviously you'll continue to earn this. And I think you have to claim it. I'm not sure if you then have to restake that. I don't have been through the process yet myself. But again, I think similar to the way that Harmony works, I think you're going to have to basically claim this and then stake it in again. But nonetheless, I think that's going to be a great way to obviously just collect it, stake it, and completely keep it compounding down and earning more over time. So when we start thinking about the potential of SDAO, I think there's so much huge potential in terms of price expectation. We've seen it do really, really well so far. But I think the price expectation for SDAO longer term is going to be one that I think is going to interest many. So for me, staking is a bit of a no-brainer. It's a fantastic way to earn more SDAO and a great way to kind of make your crypto work for you. So I do recommend kind of checking that out. Now, obviously, the dynasets, I can't show you this. It's coming soon, but this is where everything really kind of comes in to play, right? That artificial intelligence, the machine learning, and ultimately a great way to invest in basically sets of cryptocurrency that the artificial intelligence will rebalance for you based on all that underlying data. And I think that's absolutely crucial, right? We obviously are partnered up with 𝗕𝗃, right? And 𝗕𝗃 do the very similar things in terms of they provide you with all of that insight from the artificial intelligence, right? You can see the liquidity issues, you can see the fear and greed index, the return on investments, that profitability, the peak end value demand, all of these fantastic power factors, as they call them, right? What you end up with here on Singularity DAO, however, is the artificial intelligence rebalancing those dynasets. Those dynasets are a group of cryptocurrencies, be that DeFi or Oracle, whatever, right? And ultimately what you end up with there is the artificial intelligence always looking to maximize the returns for the people who are invested in those particular assets or in that particular dynaset. So that is a fantastic thing. I think when it actually does launch is going to make this project stand out completely from the crowd. So again, when we're talking about Singularity Net and everything that's going on there, the fact that they're onboarding onto the Cardano ecosystem, which is massive news in itself, Singularity DAO basically becomes that centralized hub, which I think is basically going to be the core to many of these Singularity projects as they spin out. So I think this is going to be something that everyone should be aware of and really monitoring, because 𝗕𝗃 and Singularity DAO is a project that I think has such huge potential, not just for 2021, but 5 years, 10 years in the future. I think this project is going to be one that everyone is going to know about and a lot of people are going to be using to maximize the returns when they are investing in the cryptocurrency space. Above and beyond that, obviously being able to yield farm, provide liquidity, and stake your 𝗕𝗃 and earn more of a passive income is fantastic. So there's lots of kind of things going on there. I really wanted to kind of just bring everyone's attention to what is going on with 𝗕𝗃, why this particular project has spiked by 17% today, and the fantastic progress that it has been making recently. I mean, we just talk about the last 17 days, the last 24 hours being 17% up. We also talk about the last 7 days, it was 24% up. It's going from strength to strength. And this is actually on the back of a bit of a decent and healthy correction. We have seen already 𝗕𝗃 being significantly higher price than it is right now. So the price expectations for this project, in my personal opinion, is going to be way up there in double digits. And I'm pretty comfortable with that. With currently only 12 million in circulation, and this is a really small number of supply. And of course, a micro market cap of only $19.8 million. It has nowhere to go but really up from strength to strength. And as soon as those dynasets are out, I think this project is one that is going to do absolutely amazing stuff. Guys, hopefully you have found this video on Singularity DAO useful and informative. If you have, hit that like button. I really do appreciate that. If you're new, make sure you've subscribed, hit the bell and tapped on all, and you won't miss another update. Guys, with this said, done, and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.